Hi, my name's Tom Dolder. I brought Jamie with me today. This is my daughter. She decided that she was going to move into a new house, and so the old vacuum packer that she's had for the last 8 or 9 years just wasn't going to quite do it in this new place. So since we were shooting this video, I decided to bring her along so she could ask some questions and we could go through the different machines and see which one would suit her best and give her some options of different kinds of machines that we can use. So Jamie, you had this machine, God, we got this right when you first moved out of the house, and you've been using it for
a long time.
A long
Yeah,
time.
it's perfect for me living in a small place by myself, no kids, no husband. Sometimes I would eat at home, sometimes I wouldn't, but it was great because when I would cook dinner or have a friend or two over and there was leftovers, being on a budget, I didn't want to waste food, so this was great once in a while to just pack up a few things after dinner. The problem I had, or am having now, as my life has expanded and I do have a boyfriend and we have more dinner parties, is that I'm cooking bigger meals and making more things, and then a few bags in, it stops working because I'm almost overusing it. So
Exactly, and these machines are kind of built to do a bag after dinner sort of thing.
yeah.
When you start doing bag after bag, what I often explain this machine to people is like, this machine likes to do a bag every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And after 10 bags, it wants to rest for 20. So if you bring home a package of 20 something from Costco, like you do every once in a while now, relax, it's going to be a while.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it worked great for, the single person. But if you're doing more, which I'm just getting into now and I'm probably looking to upgrade, I've outgrown it a little. So
Well, we've got some other upgrade options for you, so let's go from here to the next step up and see how you like the looks of that one.
okay.
Okay, so Jamie, this is what I would call the next step up. This machine is a fully featured machine. It's still kind of a retro looking thing. That's because it's been around for so long. You know, I've been selling this same machine now for about 26 years.
Okay.
It has a bag roll storage compartment in the back. So this makes holding on to those rolls of bag material that are always loose in the drawer a lot easier. It's very easy to cut and shape bag material with this machine. So you just roll out as much of the bag as you want. Now here, you can push the lever all the way down, slide the razor blade across, and that seals the bottom edge of a new bag and cuts it off from the main roll.
Okay, so my other machine, I already had bags that were pre-cut and one end was sealed and one wasn't. These ones I do it myself.
Right, you can, and the advantage here is you can make them any size that you want.
Okay.
Okay, now you can still use those pre-cut bags on this machine.
Okay.
It's just this machine has the added advantage of making rolls really easy to use. It has a knob here. Unlike your other machine, this machine requires a little bit of more effort to change from doing jars over to doing bags. You have to move this knob. They did write the pictures in English for us, so we don't have to worry about that. Now the other thing that differs here is this machine has a nozzle. So instead of just laying the bag into the channel like you're used to doing, now you have to figure out how to get the bag onto the nozzle. So one surface has to go underneath it, and one surface has to go on top of it.
Okay.
So if you look at the way this thing was designed, the pads are what clamp the bag shut. So bag positioning is quite important, and the less bag that you can put up onto this nozzle, the better.
Okay.
Clamp it in, a little bit of pressure starts the pump, that sucks the air out of the bag,
Okay.
and then you can push all the way down to seal it.
Okay. So I can make longer bags so I can package different size things a little easier than in pre-cut bags. What if I'm trying to do 5 or 10 bags in a row?
Well, that's where this machine really shines.
Okay.
Because unlike your other machine that clamps the bag in between the bumper and the heat seal bar, this machine actually doesn't give you any pressure in between the bumper and the heat seal bar while you're sucking the air out of it.
Okay.
So it's not smashing the seal in front of the suction device.
So it doesn't get overheated.
So it does not overheat. This machine will do like 40 or 50 bags.
Okay.
Just about as fast as you can go with it.
Okay, good. Yeah, this is the type I would like. For example, on Sundays, we like to cook up a whole bunch of meals for the week if we know we're going to be busy, and we'll bag a lot of different things at once. And my old machine, I felt like after about 10 minutes, we had to give it a rest. So this is something I could use for the whole day and get a lot of things packaged at once.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
So this machine is pretty much an open-ended machine. That's kind of why it's been my favorite for so many years.
Yeah.
We do, however, find a situation like if you're moving into a brand new home and you're going to have a slightly different look in your kitchen.
Yeah.
Sometimes these older machines, personally, I don't mind the way they look.
Yeah.
But there are people, and you might be one of them, that would like a little bit fancier machine.
It may not fit the rest of my decor sitting out on the counter, even though it serves its purpose. But yeah, what if I want something more that can sit out all the time with my other things as kind of a staple on my counter?
Then I would say, I've got a machine just for you.
Okay.
So this is the third option that we have in the home style use machines.
This would match much better.
I can tell you like this one already.
Yeah, I like this.
Okay, so this is a stainless steel machine. It can be run either in a fully automatic mode or in a manual type mode. Okay. And again, you're back to the point where you do not have a bag roll storage compartment.
Okay.
Which is, I like the bag roll storage feature myself, but these machines have a channel style feature in them, so they're very easy to load, much like your old little machine. Okay. But they have a much bigger pump in them and a much stronger heat seal bar. So this one will handle juicy, wet things the way your other one did not.
Okay.
It will also, it's pretty much an open-ended machine. It doesn't suffer from the overheat problems that that little machine did. Because it has a bigger pump and a bigger transformer, so it will produce quite a few more bags in a row. And once again, it's very easy to load, so you just lay the open end of the bag across the heat seal bar. Okay. Now on this one, when you turn it on, you have to hold the button on until all the rest of these lights light up, and then it's ready to go. Okay. It defaults back to a seal setting of 3. If you're just sealing the bottom edge of a bag, or you're just doing dry bags, I would recommend that you run this seal on 2. Okay. In the manual mode, you just start the pump. You do have to apply a little bit of pressure so it grabs, then it takes off and does pretty much everything else for you. Once you hear that motor playing out, just touch the seal button and it'll run a heat seal for you.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't get much easier than that.
So what's this machine's strong point? Would it be the fact that it can do soups or things that are a little more watery or moist?
Not so much that. I mean, it does a better job on sealing wet products than any other channel style machine. Okay. But its main claim to fame is that it's stainless steel and looks good.
Okay, so it's comparable with the other two, but it's a little more fashionable.
Yeah, it's a little stronger prettier than the little one.
Okay.
Okay. It will keep pace with the VacuPak. Okay. It just doesn't have a bag roll storage compartment, but you gotta like stainless steel.
Yeah, it looks great.
There you go. Okay. And that's pretty much its claim to fame, is that it has a good pump, good heat seal bar.
Easy to use,
and it's very easy to use.
Yeah, easy to use. And it's pretty.
And it's very pretty. So there's one more machine past this. I mean, this one is, I think, probably more machine than you'll ever use. Okay. But there is one more machine that I'd like to show you, which has always been a real crowd pleaser and a showstopper. Okay. Okay, so let's show you that one more machine. Okay. And then we'll get into the big boys, which are probably out of your price league. But we'll show you this one more machine.